Yeah, which, I mean, ultimately in our putter fittings that we do, like, you know, there's some big elements that we're kind of focused on when it comes to, you know, having make more putts. It's, you know, ball direction, squaring the face up, getting good launch condition. I think a lot of people don't understand that you actually need launch on a golf ball when you hit a putt, because it's setting in an indentation too.
Yeah, that ball's sitting down in the grass. So especially if you play a course that doesn't have the nicest greens in the world, that grass is longer. Now it's sitting down even more. So you need to launch it even maybe half a degree, maybe even a full degree higher to get it on true roll. So yeah, you know, a lot of people see a green and they're just like, okay, just hit it straight and it'll start rolling. Well, if you hit a putt with a 0 degree launch angle, it's going to hop first because it's going to hop out of its own indent.
Yeah, I see a lot of people, I don't think they realize this.
Yeah.
Especially like lag putting. I mean, I think that's a big part of like your higher handicaps is 3-putt avoidance. You know, because generally they're not throwing it to 10 feet. You know, they usually have longer putts. And if you can start getting that ball rolling more true, that's a huge thing, because it could hop off line at that point too. You know, so just the variety of putters that we have out there, I think, you know, it gives us so many options to try to get them set up.
You know, like to Jordan's point too about like the longer grass, kind of lesser conditioned manicured greens, like I almost think it's more important to get that ball rolling on those greens, you know, because you're bound to see an imperfection in that green between you and the cup. You know, whether it be a pitch mark that didn't get fixed or whatever, that if that ball's still bouncing a little bit, it could take a slope or hit something, kick it offline, and, you know, reduce some speed, you know, and now you're coming up 8 feet short.
Yeah, and like,
you know, and tour players only make 50% from 8 feet. So what's
another thing? A lot of people.
What's a 25 handicap going to do from 8 feet? 10%? Like,
that's a big one too. Is like people, there's a lot of misconceptions about like what putts should be made or what putts you can make. Like you just said, like 50% from 8 feet from tour. So like a 10, 15, 20 handicap is probably like 25, 30% from 8 feet. Like you got to have some realistic expectations for yourself. Putting is more about not 3-putting than it is about making 8 to 10 footers, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong on this stat. I think from 30 feet, a tour pro is more likely to 3-putt than they are to 1-putt.
Yeah, I think that's either a scratch golfer or a tour pro.
No, it's a tour pro. It's like 33 feet or something like that is like the
so, you know,
zero line for 3-putt and make percentage.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you're again trying to make it, but 3-putt avoidance, right? That's saving those guys a lot.
There's plenty of, you know, higher handicappers in my own personal golf league that step up to a 15-footer and like, okay, I can make this. And it's like, I don't know if that's the mindset that we should have standing over that putt.
Well, I like the confidence.
I love the confidence, you know, but, you know, it's more about getting that putt down.
Well, you bring up a point, though, is the confidence side is, you know, the expectation of sometimes, like, you give a player a 4-footer and you think you're supposed to make it. I don't know. I can't remember the stat. What is it from like 5 feet for those guys?
Even 80.
It's not a super high percent where I think this mindset of like,
no, it doesn't get like automatic till you get to about 3 feet. It's almost, it's like 98 point something % from 3 feet on tour.
So
but
even that mindset of like, I'm supposed to be making these, but, you know, full circle back to kind of the putter stuff is like, we're trying to get it to where you can square that face up the most consistently too.
Yeah, even if you can just take that percentage from I make 70% of those 4-putters to I make 73% of those 4-footers. Now you
might be taking $5 off your buddy, you know.
And like aim is a big thing too, especially like when you get close, right? Like all these putters with all the different alignment features on the top, whether it be like, you know, big true path white thing like what's on the Spider, or like, you know, bunch of lines, whatever these companies are using, and that I think hits people's eyes differently. Like, you know, I see guys will aim it, you know, like a putter that's got a line in the cavity of the putter, like the flange of the putter, versus the top line of a putter different. You know, and it's just simple little things like that you know, we can try in a fitting and figure out exactly what kind of alignment feature suits the way that player sees that putt. And if we can change their aim by a degree or so.
How many putters do you think people need to try in a putter fitting?
Well, I like that we do 80-minute putter fittings. I mean, I would say there's a good portion of putter fittings that get completed in less time just because a lot of people come in with ideas or stuff that they have their eyes on. But I definitely at least like to do 4 to 5 different putters At
It
least,
seems like
even if it's not, we're getting numbers on all 4 or 5 of those different putters, but at least let them see 4 or 5 different either head shapes or design models or different faces. Like obviously, like some faces are milled and firm, and that insert. So
Yeah.
definitely, 4 to 5 is at least a baseline number for sure.
I like to give them variety too.
Yeah. I
Even though
think
we have a
anyone
pretty good idea of like, okay, you need a 45 toe hang blade or something.
Yeah.
Let's try the mallet face balanced or the lap putter, line angle balance style.
Yeah,
You never know what's going to happen. Those are things that are always like, because it's so feel based too, right? Like a confidence thing. So I'm always like, yeah, you got 4 or 5. Like maybe we try some different styles and we see, maybe we might see something that's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I think putting is such a feel part of the game. Like, and it just because like a machine might spit out, say, hey, you need XYZ, but if it doesn't suit your eye when you look at it or something like that, like you're never going to have that confidence or that ability to go out there and roll that putt well. So I think, to your point, trying a mallet, let's try a blade, let's try a center shaft putter. Let's just, see what kind of feels natural to the player when they get it in their hands. And then, cool, that kind of gives us a little avenue. And then, hey, here's a couple more like it. One of these might be our winner kind of thing.
Cool.
I think the word that came up almost every time we talked was confidence. Like that's such a big part of the game.
Yeah.